Boom. That was a quick one. Hey internets, Jon Phenom here, and I got another one for you. Jose emailed me, and you guys can email me too at hi@jonphenom.com if you have questions or you want to talk about consulting one-on-one or me via your company or design work, all of that good stuff. If you're a subscriber, then you already know. If you're newer, you should subscribe. You should follow me on social media, and you can email me. All right, let's connect in some way, shape, or form. So his question, this is a good one. I want to try to get my clothing brand into Zumiez or Mainland. Basically, he's asking, how do you do that? Do I need to get trademarked before that? Does Zumiez and Mainland require you to have a trademark before you do business with them? Okay. Zumiez and Mainland, both very big, very awesome retailers. Google, for some reason, if you don't know who they are, Google that. See how many locations they have in their chain. They're big retail. So if you land an account with either of those, that's definitely pop the champagne kind of account. So this is a good question, and I'm sure the community wants to know, how do you get into a big chain like that? So first thing about your trademark question, before your business gets to the point where these guys are thinking of having you in the shop, you should definitely be trademarked. I mean, you should be trademarked way before these guys pick up an order, unless they're taking a chance on you and picking you up early, or the men's buyer is like your brother-in-law, or like if you're related to someone in Zumiez and Mainland and you're real tight and you just have the relationship like that, that's a very good thing. You have a different set of problems, which is just making sure that your production is tight and that you could definitely meet their deadlines. So I mean, from that perspective, what I want to say is, if you land a big account, you want to, anything with the big boys, anything that's big boy numbers, you want to make sure that you have everything put together, and sometimes it can be the production's fault, but just keep a hawk's eye on the production. Every single company that I've worked for, and you guys know that I've worked for a ton of multi-million-dollar brands, both in skate and surf and urban men's contemporary apparel. There's some hiccup that happens with production, so you want to keep an eye on that. In any case, the main essence that I wanted to tell Jose and all of you guys watching about getting into these accounts is, typically, if your brother-in-law isn't the men's buyer there, then you're gonna have to work your way up to it. It's like anything else. When you have everything going and you have the momentum going, then it's easier for you to get wins. You're gonna get the big guys. They're all gonna keep an eye on you, and if you have some results, minus any like beef or any personal reason why they might not buy your brand, maybe there's someone in your camp that has rubbed someone the wrong way, but besides any weird, political BS, once your brand grows big enough, you should be able to land those accounts naturally, which sucks for probably more than 80% of the brands that are small guys that are just trying to put two nickels together. So because a lot of the brands that are frequenting my channel are startup brands, getting into Zumiez, Mainland, Tillys, any of these big accounts, I mean, so many are popping in my head, but you know what I'm talking about. These brands that will give you a huge check for production and help your numbers, you got to show them consistency. So by the way, I'm thinking of people that I've known who've been a men's buyer in some of those positions. It's a tough place to be because everybody's trying to take you to the prom, you know what I mean? Like, everyone wants something from you when they figure out you're the buyer. I have videos telling you to make a dossier with these people and have a wall and say, this is the buyer for Mainland, this is the men's buyer for Zumiez, this is the men's buyer for Tillys, this is the men's accessories buyer, blah 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 blah. You should know who those people are, and so at the same time, on their end, it's difficult being on that end. Okay, you have to make really good decisions in terms of taking a chance on brands that might not pan out and it might not be a good sell-through, right? It's like signing an act to a label and they don't produce any hits. You want to make sure they're doing things that are connecting with your customers. So The thing is, if you make product, if you make designs that are connecting with customers, you're going to eventually make it there, okay? So when I was talking about proof of concept on this channel, guys, I'm talking about creating and developing and then executing like customer experience, like executing and fulfilling an experience for your customer that is super positive, where they want to do it again and again and again, right? So all of my first rounds of creating apparel for any startup clothing company, you want to turn it. You just want to move the product and turn it into cash. Oh, this third round doesn't go so well. Maybe 3 out of the 5 designs don't hit. Then promo it out. Maybe put some of it on sale. And maybe, I don't know, do a contest. So if you do an Instagram contest, and then that's the product you give away. There's a lot of different ways where you could get creative with it. But the answer to how to get to a big chain retailer is you got to do your due diligence on the small scale, and then keep building and building. Now that's a long road, and I know it. And that's why I have a whole channel devoted to this craft, because I devoted a portion. I mean, it's not my big dream now. It was when I was 18, but I'm probably the biggest person in the game on YouTube that's really giving you knowledge from firsthand experience of being a designer, and then a senior designer, and then a creative director, and then a brand director. So I've worked all of those jobs at all multi-million-dollar brands. And what I have to say is, you got to put your work in, and sometimes the first brand you do is not the brand that's going to make it. So you got and if you give up, or if you have a different dream by the time you get to your second brand, it doesn't mean that it was a failure. You got to take all of that skill and put it into whatever your new venture is. And that's a whole nother video. But you got to show that you're checking. We will use that term, that you're checking at the register, that your sell-through is good. And that's what will attract a big brand. I mean, in some cases, they might love your story. They might take a chance on you. If you get the right influencers involved, maybe you tie yourself to something that's really good, right place at the right time. But everything other than that, you want to do your due diligence to make sure once you get a shot, to be in that actual meeting room at Tillys, at Zumiez, at Mainland, wherever it is, that you have your best foot forward, and you show them what you've been doing with your social media campaigns, with the apparel, and how you've grown, and how you've overcome, and how you will bend over backwards to service their account. Okay? Lot there. Jose, hope that helps. My channel. I love you guys. I hope that brings you some value. I can feel you guys on the other side of this screen saying it's a good one, because that gets asked a lot. So I'm glad I could give you guys value on it. Please like this video. After all I said, please like the video. Okay? Follow the boy on social media. My Instagram handle is @Jon Phenom. It's really simple, so please follow me there. I'm going to be sharing a lot of new things that are coming, that are going to be going on, and that are coming in the future. So please follow me on all my social media, especially Instagram. Like this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.